Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today I am showing you a couple of new products head to head that are really similar. So I'm going to show you the BH Cosmetics EYELIGHTS, which are kind of like a glittery liquid eyeshadow. And then I also have some of the MILANI Hypnotic Lights eye toppers. So these are really similar products. So I'm going to kind of show you head to head and share with you my thoughts and let you know if I think these are worth your money or which one would be a better buy for you. Be sure to stick around until the end as well, because I will be doing a little giveaway. I'm going to be giving a couple products, one thing from MILANI and one thing from BH Cosmetics at the end of the video, so stick around and I will tell you how you can enter. I'm going to pick two that look kind of similar and tell you some details head to head. So you can see there is quite a large size difference in the containers. So on this side you have the MILANI Hypnotic Lights holographic eye topper, and then here you have the EyeLight. So the BH Cosmetics is looking really small. So first you should know that the MILANI ones are $11 a piece. The BH Cosmetics are $8 a piece. So they are more inexpensive, but even though they're more inexpensive, they are a much smaller product. So in the EyeLights you are getting 0.06 ounces. In the MILANI Hypnotic Lights you're getting 0.18, so you're actually getting 3 times the product in the MILANI for $3 more. So overall I do think this is a better value. These also are kind of similar to the Stila Glitter and Glow liquid eyeshadows. I'll tell you guys, I took this into work and swatch with me because the MILANI one in Luster Lights is an identical match to one of the new shades of the Stila Glitter and Glow liquid eyeshadows, and I can't remember the name of that one offhand, but it is so identical. It's like a champagne-y kind of glitter. I swatched them side by side and you cannot tell the difference. I have every shade in the MILANIs, and then I have 5 shades in the BH Cosmetics. I actually ordered every shade, but they sent me 2 of the shade BFF, which is a silver color. So I'm actually going to be giving that one to you guys since I have a duplicate. So I don't have the shade Gnarly, which is like an aqua color. I'm kind of sad because I do want to be able to show you every color, but be on the lookout. I will definitely swatch that one in one of my vlogs and show that to you guys. I'm a little bit sad that I don't have that one, but the great thing is I get to give you guys one of these. So let's go ahead and jump into some swatches. I'm going to start with BH Cosmetics. The first one is the shade Psych. So this one looks like it's a pinkish. Ooh. So it looks kind of pinkish in the bottle, but you can definitely see it's got a crazy duochrome. The duochrome is coming off kind of blue on camera, but it's like purple and blue in person. Really pretty. The next shade is called Fresh. It looks a little bit like a yellow golden shade. So I'm liking that. It's definitely looking more yellow than gold, which is cool because there's so many gold glitters. Like you could do that all day long, but to have one that's a little bit more yellow is fun. Now we got the shade Gal Pal, which looks like a reddish bronzish shade. I'm not loving it as much on the swatch, just color wise. It's kind of like a copper. No, it's like copper and gold. The next one is called Chill Pill. So this is this bluish color. Look at them though. Ooh. And then finally the shade that you guys are going to win is the shade BFF. And this looks more like a true silver. Definitely a fun shade for sure. Very metallic silver. And let's move on to MILANI. So the first one is Beaming Light. It looks a little bit more pink in person. The next one is called Luminous Light. This one looks like a very light baby pink, and so those may look a little crazy. So side by side, the first one doesn't look pink at all, but it does in person, and the next one looks baby pink. Got this really pretty like goldish kind of shift on that second one. This one's called Starlight, and it looks just more like a whitish color. I think these are prettier in person. Like farther away you can kind of see how gorgeous they look. The next one is Prismatic Light. So that one looks like a bluer shade, coming up kind of a little bit greener on camera. Finally, one with a little bit more color. I was afraid that they were all starting to look really similar. And then finally we've got Luster Light, and this one is like a champagne gold. It's really not doing that one justice on camera. I'm actually turning my light off to show you guys in hopes that you can see a little bit better the colors. That one you can see a little bit better. It's just gorgeous. And to be fair, I'll show you those. Okay, so I gotta say, overall, BH Cosmetics definitely has a little bit more of a color range. As you can see, they look a little bit more colorful as opposed to the Milani, but there are definitely some similarities. Nothing quite like that silver though, because that one's like really, really silver, where the rest look like duochrome, holographic-ish kind of colors. So there's just a little difference to it. These are a little bit bolder color-wise. Off camera, I'm seeing more sparkle with these. Like, I don't know if that's coming up there, whereas these look more metallic. So definitely a few differences that I can see here that is a little bit harder on camera, but definitely a little bit more glitter for Milani and definitely very metallic on BH Cosmetics. So I'm going to choose two colors. I'm actually going to do the top shades. They're kind of similar, not exact. I'm not trying to worry about them being exact. So in BH Cosmetics, it's going to be the shade Psych, and in Milani, I'm going to use the shade Beaming Light. So I'm going to start with BH Cosmetics. Just going to take Psych and put it basically over my lid. All I have on is like a basic transition shade and a little base. And I have a couple of brushes here, so I'm going to use this BH Cosmetics Rose Gold brush and blend this in. It actually looks really pretty blended out. So I continued blending it upwards, and you can see it got a little glittery. It's really cute. And let's go in with Beaming Light on my other eye. Definitely more shine on this side, where as you can see like the duochrome effect on this eye. So I think we should try to blend two shades together just to see. I'm going to take a Chill Pill from BH Cosmetics, and I'm just going to place it like in my outer corner and see if we can blend them together. So I have to say, it's really cute. And now I'm going to take Prismatic Light on this side and do the same thing. I'll let you guys take a look. I like how the BH Cosmetics blending a little bit better, but I still love the way that you see all of that shine with the Milani. But as you can see, I don't think that it really blended all that well. But keep in mind, this shade had already dried a little bit before I put the other one in the outer corner, so that could have affected it some. Okay, so let's see. With my swatches, I'm going to just kind of rub over them. So these do feel a little dry. I like the texture. It's not really flaking off. I'm getting just a little tiny bit of shimmer on my hand, but for the most part, everything is staying in place really nicely. Now let's see the Milani side. I can, ooh, these did start to flake off a little bit. You can see the shimmer on my hand, and you can see what we have left. It's still pretty prominent. You can still see the color really well, but a lot of the shimmer did kind of flake a little bit. Ooh. So obviously you wouldn't be doing that to your eyelid, but it is nice to know it doesn't feel as dry. You would think if it feels drier, it's going to flake off more easily, but this doesn't feel dry. Wearability, I'm going to have to give a little bit of an edge to BH Cosmetics. I have to say, these are not my favorite colors. These two shades are just not really doing it for me personally. I love the silver, so I'm glad that's the one I'm giving you guys. I really like this bluish shade, and I love the first shade that I put on my eyes as well. So I'm not really loving Gal Pal or the shade Fresh. Those are definitely not my favorites. They're not bad by any means, and I will definitely wear them with the right look. There's going to be nothing wrong with those, but they're just like not grabbing me. I have to say, I personally like the colors of the Milani a little bit better. I feel like I'd be able to use these with different eye looks and really make it work. I let a little time pass. Here's what they look like. I have to say, both of them are holding up really, really well. I don't see any like creasing. It's not flaking on its own or anything like that. And I even went to kind of like rub and see if it was doing the same thing, and it's not really coming off of my eye the way that it did on my hand. So I don't know, perhaps like the base really Milani was good for that. I just used Urban Decay eye primer, nothing special, and I set it with like a light tan eyeshadow. So let's give you my final thoughts. Overall, this is really hard for me to pick because there are so many good things about both of them. I have to give the advantage to Milani on the size. It's so much nicer when you're considering this is 3 times as much as this. That being said, if you're like me and you have a ton of products, chances are you're not going to be using these all the time. So there's a good chance that they're going to get dried out eventually before you have a chance to use up all the product. So definitely not a bad thing that these are as small as they are, and especially for $8, you really can't beat it. Also, BH Cosmetics typically always has deals going on. They have really great sales, and both of these brands are carried at Ulta. I don't know if they will be carrying these specific products, but you might have the option to see them in store eventually as well. Based off of pigmentation, the low price point, and the really bold colors and lack of flaking, I'm gonna have to say I actually think the BH is a little bit better. I love Milani products though. Milani is one of my favorite drugstore brands, and I don't mind this at all. Like, I love these shiny ones. For me personally, I will probably reach for these a little bit more than these because I can pair these with just about any look to give like that little pop of glitter. Whereas with the more colorful ones, I'm going to be using these specifically more like this right here. You could definitely layer them over eyeshadows, but this is going to be more of a look because of how colorful they are. I am really stoked that the one that they sent me 2 of is actually this BFF shade because silver is so pretty. You can definitely pair it with a lot of colors, and look how opaque that is. That is some really good pigmentation, and I have to say that one feels the least dry out of all of these as well. The other thing that I'm going to give you guys is this little Milani bag. So it's cute. It's got a little tassel on it. So I'm going to tuck that BH Cosmetics eye light in there, and I'm going to put a couple other little goodies in there for you guys. So if you want to be entered into that giveaway, I will put a link right down below. All you have to do is follow the link. It will give you the option to get many entries. All you have to do is be subscribed to my channel, and then leave me a comment down below and let me know which one you think is better, if you would prefer the Milani or the BH Cosmetics. I'm curious to see your guys' thoughts after all of this info, and definitely be sure to follow me on Instagram. I'm going to be posting pictures of swatches of these as well, so you can see them side by side and get a little bit better look. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button before you leave, and then you can go and follow that link for the giveaway, and you have lots of ways that you can enter if you'd like to, but all you have to do is be subscribed and leave that comment below. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.